Hello, welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're starting off a brand new campaign today as a heroes only run. I've been wondering whether or not this is a possible run to do. And the truth be told, I don't really know. We tried this last week and it went down absolutely in flames because we tried out a couple of weird things on the map and the builds and it just didn't really work. So this week I figure let's take another stab at it and see what kind of stuff we can come up with. I got a new build set up that I think will work a little bit better. We're gonna play a large map with 7 people on brutal difficulty. And we're just gonna turn off a handful of things that completely, absolutely bonkers this run. We'll leave dormant world seals on. We're gonna leave most everything else on. I'm gonna kill subdued infestations and I'm gonna kill no city states. I'm willing to take ruined realms. Last time we had no free cities though, and it kind of felt bad. We're also gonna throw off. Yeah, I could leave on mega cities. We'll get rid of regenerating infestations. We're gonna get rid of unbound tomes. We're gonna get rid of immortals, high maintenance, because that really doesn't affect us. And I think that's probably it. And Toll of Seasons. This is actually what killed our first run. Because the Fae cannot be beaten if you have a hero-only army. Into advanced settings, we're just gonna make sure that we are on brutal with everybody here. We are on all the types of rulers. We are on score disabled. Everything else is very, very good. And you know what? I'm going to do something weird here. I'm actually going to turn off AI allies because I only want to control the heroes.
Your journey starts here.
And let's create ourselves a faction. Hello, hello, hello. What chance would I give this new build? Better. I feel like when we were working on stuff the other week and we failed, it was starting to come online around 20 turns in. So I think that this is doable. It's just tricky. We are going to play as elves. It'll make sense. We're going to play with hardy for the extra HP, the extra 8 HP, resistant for the extra defense and resistance against magic and spell effects, and then resilient for the extra status effect and negative status effect turns. Because if we're only playing as heroes, they're going to get hit a lot. And so just going heavy on the defense, I think is the best way to go. We're going to play as Oathsworn with the old Harmony build. Because we're all about helping out clearing infestations. And I think that's kind of like what these guys are really all about. Obviously, we're going to take Vigilante Knights as along with this. The idea is that we're going to be an adventuring guild. And we're going to go out into the world and sort of help all the other people. Major reason I want to do this is because Vigilante Knights gives you an additional 100 Imperium whenever you complete a bounty. Imperium is the choke point of this campaign. And then Cult of Personality, because we're doing a heroes only run, you basically have to take it.
Choose your first tome.
For our starting tome, I believe we're taking the old tome Alchemy here.
What is your ruler's origin?
And then last time we did this, I took a Wizard King. But I think I'm actually going to take the champion. Food, population, mana, gold, less draft versus Wizard Governor. Mana, city stability, knowledge, world map, casting points. No, you know what? The Wizard King is the better choice.
Reveal yourself.
Here's the thing. The champion gets the trait for command, which only works on non-hero units. So it's not actually really that good for us. Now, we are going to be playing as a ranger because we've never really done a proper ranger hero. I'm going to play with Shatterblades because I like the idea of the 2 swords. And I want to play as a melee ranger. So I've got a build set up that's, you know, it's about skirmishing, but it's mostly about being kind of tanky. And the theme of these guys is that I actually want them to be kind of an homage to the Dungeons game. I thought about how could I do this build, what could I create, and then I thought about all the different characters from Dungeons, the Dungeons series, which we've played before on the channel. And so I wanted to try and make the good guy as our main character, Tristan. And then we could have like Thalia come in as a ritualist. If we wanted to, we could go to the Pantheon and pull in the absolute evil from the old campaign. So we're gonna do the classic design. I will add a timestamp in for people who want to just skip all of this as well, but let's see how close I can get this guy to looking like the doofus that this character is meant to be. He only ever has like a little tiny cape. This is almost exactly what he is wearing, actually. Ironically enough, we're gonna have to fix the colors because he's wearing like, I think the armor is silver. That feels kind of right. And his actual tunic is like the most ungodly shade of teal. It's this shade of teal. Which I'm also realizing is maybe my channel color. I would love it if I could get this all to be a different shade, but I don't know that that's doable. He is very much a pretty pale looking elf. But let's get in there and fix up some features. Just a smug, dumb looking elf? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what we'll go for. It's a pretty classic elven hair. Maybe not the dreadlocks. He does look kind of dreadlocky. Oh, I sort of want this big dumb swoop. Make him just like an absolute pretty boy. I kind of want the absolute pretty boy swoop. But I think that this is closer. His hair is white. We got to get that correct first. His hair is like white on white on white. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the pretty boy swoop. I like it. Nothing going on in that head, just a nice smile, taken one day at a time. Exactly. I think we'll even give him this big dumb pose. It's just the right look. I wonder if there is an outfit that we can get that's like a little more suited. Everything is just addressed with these guys. There's like no armor. No reasonable looking armor. We could give him the Roman gladiatorial armor. Maybe. Maybe. And he does actually have a little headband just like this. Oh, it's so good. It fits perfectly. Why do I identify with this hero? Can we make him naked? No. No. I don't think so. That's the closest we could get, but that just does not feel correct. I think I'm going to give him this Legionnaire armor because the idea is that he's meant to be a bit of a melee build, so he's a little bit different than classic Tristan. But he's still got that right vibe. We will make him super skinny. And then like a little extra tall. And I got like one reference picture I'm working off of, so we're gonna go with white eyes. Yeah, you know what? The elf voice is definitely correct. We are gonna need ourselves a nice little emblem to go with these dweebs. So we're going to be going with mostly nature and materium. But the idea being that we are an adventuring guild. Man, I kind of want to do like this hammer with the stars above it. Oh, or maybe just this beer. I might just do this ugly looking beer. He's certainly fan artable, right? Who is Tristan? So Tristan is the good guy from the Dungeons game. The Dungeons games are like the spiritual sequel to Dungeon Keeper. And so the idea being that we are gonna take the Tome of Dungeoneering, and we are gonna have a bit of a like adventuring guild with a dungeon underneath. I'm gonna leave these guys all mostly the same. I think we'll give them the silver armor. We're like not actually really using any of these guys, so it doesn't quite matter what they look like. I'm not gonna panic too much about this. What kind of horse skins do we have? Yeah, we'll just go with generic horses for these guys. We will still be using the scouts, so man, I gotta pick a better color than this. Maybe a steel tankard. Something about this just don't fit right. It needs a little bit of a different vibe. It could just be the torch. The torch in pink. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, he has a weapon. He has the Shatter Blades. Which, you know what? Yeah, for the sake of... I do like their weapon being shown, so... Scouts, good damage dealers with that passive. So we're not gonna... We're only gonna use the scouts for scouting. We're not gonna use the scouts for any actual combat. So he is going to be Dungeon Keeper. Tristan. I don't think they have a last name. I think the characters are just going to be called Keepers. And the Throne City name? Great question. I'll take some suggestions while we look through the ambitions and the personalities. I think probably we're going to be taking Duelist on this guy so that he gets bonuses against heroes, especially since he is going to be effectively diving into back lines and going after those guys. And then I guess a protective sage might be the right way to do this. No, a harmonious sage. Likes alliances, likes trading grievances, dislikes being a mean guy. Dungeonsville. Belle plus sur Gazon. Beer Keep from the original Dungeon Keeper. Is that what the original Dungeon Keeper city is called? Belle plus sur Gazon? That is such a absolute mouthful. Belle plus sur Gazon. I mean, that's not showing up in a Google. Fred Durst's house. There is for sure a city that they come from, but if I could tell you what it is, I wouldn't know. Heroes Keep? Heroes Keep is not bad. Heroes Keep is pretty fitting. Or we could just call it like the Adventurers Guild. I do kind of like Heroes Keep because the idea being is that we are sort of the good guy heroes of it. Level 4 in the original, I have to imagine it's only in the French version. The Tavern de Beer. I'm gonna go with Heroes Keep. I think that's correct. Dungeon Keeper Tristan, Wizard King from beyond. His arcane powers will shape the future of the Keepers of Heroes Keep. Should it be? Yeah. Slender, pointy-eared beings whose kin were first to inhabit the realms, vigorous and strong, true beacons of health. They have natural armor against magical damage, and their natural resilience makes them less likely to be affected by magic. Driven by a strong sense of devotion, they proudly follow the rules of their oath. When the land is infested, they strike with lawful strength. They elevate their heroes above the masses, empowered through dark elation. Get ourselves a nice shot of him. This handsome boy. Absolutely ready to just be shipped off with the rest of my elf characters. The Petite Heroes Keep. Well, we will probably have a couple other cities depending on how things go, so. Just because he's the third brother. I mean, I'm really excited to get some other characters in here as well. Oh, you know, with the cherry blossoms, the pink actually kind of looks nice. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals, and become master of this realm. Your choice will shape the new Age of Wonders 4. So we are Elfkin with the Oathsworn of Harmony. We are hardy, resistant, and resilient. We've got Vigilante Knights, so we're all about completing bounties and clearing infestations. And we got a Cult of Personality, which means that heroes get more skill points, and also we get more heroes. We start with Counter Stance, actually really good for this build. And Dispersing Miasma, not so good. But that's okay. Cool. Okay, we're on a Mega City map. So we are going to have one big Mega City. We are in the bottom center of the map, which is kind of fun. And we have a cave down here. Perfect. I'm very happy with that. We'll take Fumigation. I'm going to accept that quest to destroy that haunted graveyard. Rulwin the Dread Knight, Maishochin the Faraway, and Galadin the Sublime. A defender, a ranger, and a death knight. Okay. Look, first things first. All these buildings are draft-based, which I hate. First things first, I'm going to build a storehouse, and I'm going to build a scout. Second thing second. We're going to get rid of you. And we're going to get rid of you. And then I guess I'm going to start doing some scouting. What do we have around us that we can immediately see? I see a tower up here. A tower down here. And not a lot else. Some good caves. Oh, there's some fine looking caves around. Always fun when you have the Mega Cities trait on, because you never really know where, like, you don't have to worry about other people forward settling you so much. You just got to worry about outposts. A list of the Dungeon Keeper city names in all localization. Lush Meadow on down is the original version. Ah, okay. Is there a reason we're going with this specific culture? Just because it's sort of like the benefits towards clearing out infestations and ancient wonders. I just felt like it was the right connection here. So when we drop below 60% HP, we get extra 30 HP. Help us kind of stay alive a little bit more. I'll tell you what. Well, actually, let's go for that first. And then we'll pick up our second hero. We got a Death Knight, a Ranger, and a Defender. I think let's go for the Defender. He's a Collector as well, which is excellent. He's got himself a nice mount. We certainly need to zhuzh this guy up. Let's give him a suit of armor. Let's give him a helmet. Like, this guy is going to be our main tank. Ooh, is this a new mask? I don't remember this being in the game before. There's a couple of these that feel kind of new. Sneaking things in. That feels more of a warrior. I guess let's give him the spiky helm. Yeah, I think let's give him the spiky helm. Everything looks so evil. Sir Galandril the Sublime. And obviously, like, you probably have no points whatsoever, so that's okay. Mortal Kombat mask looks good. Maybe not for a tank, though. Yeah. Yeah, there's always a little bit of a trade of like, ooh, well, what do I add in here? A grizzly bear mount. Okay, well, obviously, you're getting that. Can't possibly say no to a grizzly bear mount. Hella vibing with that MK look. That's fair. We gotta find some early stuff that's not so bad to fight. And I tell you, these ogres are really hellish. This might be okay on the Glade Runner. So ideally, we can pick up another hero ASAP. It's a weird position I'm in where I'm like refusing to use population here. I don't want draft, but I do need production. So I'm willing to build that. We'll send a second scout out this way to a city ruins. Okay. And a little bit of ocean over here, which is nice to see. Probably one more scout. This is boosted by a farm. So let's build a farm right here on these pastures. Cut down the turns for that. Lots of caves around, which is exciting. And I'll tell you what, if you're 160... you're way more doable for us. So we'll set up there. He got the nickname Sublime from his vicious nights with others. He's just, you know, he's having a good time. Now let's get into a little early combat. We do got to be a little bit careful with the combats. Just because it's pretty easy for us to get beat up early. All right, well, let's for sure just lock down that guy then. If I'm here, I'm magically charged. You guys are weak to lightning? Oh, yeah, you are weak to lightning. Okay, well, definitely I'm going to do that then. Throw a little Shadow Blade. Give him a little tippy taps. I'm going to go into counter stance right away. Ooh, that ghost fire. What's my better option? Yeah, let's, I think, just kill you. And then we can stick him on top of him. Maybe take a little less punishment. Run through a ton of fire. A ton of ghost fire, in fact. But it won't get a chance to trigger. As we get that nice early wipeout. Okay. Since city ruins are effectively useless. No! Why do I always start next to dragon's lairs? This is truly the bane of my existence. The game loves putting me next to dragon lairs. Free city of Nitgart down in the corner there. All right. God, I hate dragon lairs so much. Forbidden shrines down here. All right, I think we'll sneak this guy down and start scouting the other side of this graveyard. Just go solo it with my level 1 defender? Easy. Easy clap. Why is it bad? Dragon lairs are gold infestations. So the things that they produce, i.e. dragons, are very, very high level. And therefore do very, very ouchy. Okay, well, you had a grizzly bear, but now I'm going to give you a polar bear instead. Because it matches your drip better. I don't know if that dragon lair... I mean, I guess it will trigger on me no matter what, so... it looks like we have some sort of, like, ruined world. Given the amount of city ruins and broken down territories that are in the neighborhood. So you're going to come up here and heal. How are we looking on this? 300. Probably next turn. That might be down enough that we can recruit another character. And let me think. This is all very good farmland. This is probably better for forests. Getting an early research node can be really, really nice, especially if this mana node is cleared. It's kind of ironic because as a single mega city, there's a lot less stuff we need. You know what? I think I am going to just grab a research post right away. It's not the most optimal build, but when you're running only heroes, everything kind of goes out the window a little bit. So you're going to go that way. You got to wait one more turn for a hero. Which is fine, because you need to heal anyway. Dismantle that rune. Pick up that. Discover the city of Gemkeep on the other side of the world. Okay. There is a banner here, which would be really nice for the experience, but a bit tricky considering that's about to awaken. All right, and we know what's at the edge of that graveyard, so let's just keep Wither watering. See what's on the other side of this mountain. I think 3 scouts should be fine. Overgrown realm. Forests are common. That's good for us. Deserts are rare. Desolates are absent. This is actually like pretty good for the build that we have. Death Knight, Ranger, and a Spellblade. Not what I want. What I really would like is Ritualist right now. Ritualists. Prospector you can never have, but that's fine. Maybe we can just like swap you out for something else. So we do have to do some adjustment here to make her look like Thalia. Yeah, no, it feels like the right choice. She is the main character in Dungeons 4. She got white hair and a big ponytail is what she has. Nobody quite has the right crazy hair look that she has, but I guess we'll go with that. Real sort of classic drow look. And then I really can't get her. That's gonna have to be the closest I can get to her outfit. So who is Thalia? Why is Thalia? So Thalia is the main character in Dungeons 4. And she is just a how to describe her? The sexy Dami mommy of Dungeons 4, I guess. She's really not quite giving that vibe right now, but hey, you know, it's an homage. We're doing the best we can with the tools we got here. Everything looks very strange on her. Okay, the spiked pauldron is kind of close. She just looks like too nice. She's gotta have, yeah, that angry energy is what she needs. And it's Thalia with a Y, right? Right? I think that's right. Lady Thalia the Generous? I don't know that I would say that, but... Never played Dungeons 4. Do you recommend it? It's like a city builder, but you build dungeons instead? Yeah, it's a cross between an RTS like Dawn of War or sort of classic Warcraft. And then Dungeon Keeper. Classic old school Dungeon Keeper vibes. Where you build up a dungeon and you kind of let them venture out and murder things in the world. She's meant to have a little bit of a Crown of Thorns action going on here. So I think I'm going to give her the bone crown. And then the staff is basically perfect. So we're going to build her as a little bit of like an undead summoner and probably heals. I might go with Swift Wild Growth on her just because it is really good. But she's going to be the support character that keeps the rest of us alive. And now we're getting a little bit of our vibe down. So the training hall, I mean, it is boosted. It does give us more gold. We might as well take it. And I'm going to grab this extra population. So this is going to be all farms down here. There's pretty much nothing else this can be but farms. Now we have a couple of buildings that scale off of farms as well. So that would be good. Could be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, probably off of you. Maybe. Poke your nose down there and keep exploring the mainland. You're gonna just kind of come across this way. Huh? I think we're in good shape to probably take out this Glade Runner. Change title to Tommy Mommy? No, I can't do that. If only I could get the Dark Hero XP to heroes. Yeah, that's you know, we do have some points in Dark, but the 400% XP on heroes is pretty far away. So obviously the Glade Runner here is my big threat. And they've done a very good job at blocking me from getting to them. You're marked, so I really don't want you to leave obscurity. You can just take the shot and turn. The problem is this bird is just going to do whatever it wants. You know what? I'm going to move here and I'm just going to shield wall. Drop a counter stance on them. Yeah, you're going to go for them. Interesting. You're going to go for them. I'm going to let you take those shots so that you can go for the spirit shot and then just put the heat on you. We are getting those grace heals, which are honestly really, really nice in this build. You're becoming trickier and trickier to get a hold of. Oh, that was the mark ability. I was like, how did he just attack in that range? 1, 2, and then you should finish them off. Okay, literally just changing this build to Oath of Harmony and getting those little tiny grace heals feels like it is making this build much more viable. You can go right over the mountain. Tristan, you are going to start by, well, let's take snapshot. Galendal the Sublime. You are my tank. I think let's give you taunt though. Because I'm starting to feel like taunt is a better choice for these tanky characters. Only one city. Yeah, we're playing with mega cities just by fluke. I kind of said for this build, I was like, it doesn't really matter if we have one city or if we have 3. We can work our way around it. Enchanted Crow Companion here is the only one I can really use, so I guess we'll take that. Altar of Devotion, that's nice. And what do we have? We have 12 turns on this haunted graveyard. $45, $275. Patrolling. I feel like taking out these small armies for heals would be smart. So let's go for that. What key do you use to change the unit facing this fast? If you hold right click and drag like on top of the unit and then in the direction you want them to face, they will just move automatically. I learned that thanks to a very useful YouTube comment that to this day I think about on the regular because it was a game changer. Sped things up a lot. We're gonna have to get water. You know what? Let's just get that right away. It's a bunch of treasures we can get out to sea. Now, there's even a tower down here that I somehow didn't see. Do I want to heal before I take you on? Yeah, I probably should. We're so squishy in these first handful of turns, so. Shouldn't it be Heroes Keep? Well, because it's the keep owned by Heroes. Or by Hero. I guess it should be Heroes with an apostrophe at the end of it. Technically. Actually. I'll grab a gold mine. Right? Like, should it be Heroes Keep? Losers Keep? Man, we're finding a lot of free cities. None of them near us, which is a bit tricky, but lots of good chests. Lots of good flotsam. And a good few infestations around, which is great. Out of curiosity. Didn't think so. So who's the beef in here? Houndmaster. Ooh. And the Blessed Dragon. Fall back to this bridge, maybe. God, I hate how good they are at baiting me out with this. So, like, part of me is just thinking about, oh, well, I don't want this guy to charge me. I definitely don't want those guys to get grace. You're pretty limited in movement. I mean, you don't have heals or anything right now, so... And that Houndmaster really relies on flanks. Ugh. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. Snapshot, throw dagger. Warding. Taunt. Counter stance. That's good. That's actually good for us. Because that grace is an AoE heal. So him casting it there is way better for us. Are we going pure range kind of build? No, our skirmisher is actually a melee build. You know what? I'm going to kill him with you. Why didn't I kill him because of grace? If I'm in defensive mode, I can't be flanked, so I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna move here, kill him, then counter stance. Okay. God, you're taking too much. You're taking way too much. Part of my issue here is I don't have any heals. I don't really want to get hit by a flank from him. because that's a ton of damage, but I'm literally thinking about like how to get this guy out of the fight right now without him being killed.
Hey.
Sneaky, sneaky. That's nice. Didn't bother flanking me there. Right, she gets no retaliation attacks. I get some retaliation attacks. You have slippery? No, I took snapshot first, right. Oh, he's gonna kill me in one shot if I don't. I think that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. How much damage do you do? 35. He's my hero, so he comes back. That guy's gonna get his heal back. I'm probably just gonna have to flee this fight. Yeah. You do 20, I do 16. Let's just play it. Why did he die? I literally retreated him out of that combat. He shouldn't have died. Give me a break here. Why am I getting full deaths on retreats? On heroes? It actually says something about that when I'm retreating that I'm not reading. Oh, this unit will either die or scatter and reappear. Dude, heroes are not meant to die this easily on auto combat retreats. All right, let's I guess we'll fight it then. I'm just gonna have to try it the old-fashioned way. Oh, I'm gonna admit it's annoying. Step on a thistle, retreat, and pass out. Like, a fight that's optional should not have that as the case, in my humblest opinion. Good grief. The biggest issue with this fight is me not realizing that was a Houndmaster and that there was another character I had to kill. He's pretty much guaranteed to die no matter what I do here. God damn. I might just be reloading this save. Because I don't think there's going to be much I can do. 18, 16. This is what I get for not looking at the units properly before I fight. Yeah. Let's just load this out. Unbelievable that you can't run from that combat without losing your entire squad. Does the hound go away after 3 turns? It does not. No. Keep backing up. Maybe only fight. No. Yeah. These guys just get like a permanent hound that inflicts 100 defense.
Hey.
And literally that would not be a problem if it wasn't for that hound, so. So it's a really deceptive, like the 250 is not really accurate. Also, just not having heals is really tough right now. And I think it's something we really gotta try to move towards ASAP. Do I have that water thing? I do, yes. So we'll send you there to get that water. I'll send you there to get that water. You're gonna come down to get this post. You can actually just build a level 2 hall. Then I'm gonna go with the stonemason. This is one thing we got to make sure we do is just like spend our gold buying buildings, because there ain't much else we can do with it. Send your hero to the legendary beast. As your servant, I feel lucky to have traveled and seen much. Part of why I chose this life of an adventuring hero is because I wish to witness the wonders of this realm. My granddad, the Sublime, used to tell me stories of the primordial bloodbath and the heroes that garnered renown just by encountering one. I want to witness one with my own eyes. Yeah, of course. This is a hell of a fight. This is a tier 5 unit with natural regen who gets strengthened every single time they attack and can hurl large boulders for 30 damage. That's done in an AoE. You got some money, honey. You got some money, honey. Hostile seas. Ooh. That's a curious one. Another Dragon Slayer. Fantastic. Just what I wanted to see. King Kong in the wild. Old Harambe himself. Counter, then attack. Yeah, I mean, yeah. One of the big issues is like I have to get onto that Blessed Dragon and I just don't have the with the 3 melee units, like all 3 of my guys are pinned down, so. Oh, Jesus. That's your patrol? Just realizing I think we're on a lightless world as well, because our vision is extremely limited. You got that shipwreck. Should we go across to this little island? I think let's. Pick up a material refinery. It'll be more useful later. And cast Enchanted Crow Companion. Oh, these guys are actually attacking me. That's bad. Like that Age of Wonders 4 and Endless Legend 2 Harambe are just all flat out cool. One of the best units in the game. He is, honestly. Very, very good unit. Sick. Oh, the start of this campaign is not an easy one. Guys, okay, they all die. What I dislike about this campaign is how much I am forced to save scum in it. Even on the first round of the Heroes campaign that we tried last week, we were forced to save back a lot. You're just, you have to really look ahead at things. Like, I wish the notification for you're being attacked comes in sooner. Because the problem there is I got attacked by both armies at once, so there's literally nothing I can do but instantly die. Should have gone with the dragon. Oh, okay, Harambe's up here this time. So, this time, they haven't spawned the invasion army. Okay. But I guess they will. Still. I'm gonna hurry up that. Arcane battlements grant magic attacks 40% accuracy, 1 range, 30% chance of inflicting sundered resistance. Archer battlements, 20% damage, 40% accuracy, plus 1 range. I guess I'm gonna do archer battlements, even though on this character it's not really like the best. Do I use the summon skill? None of our characters have it yet because we are too low level. We will get it though. Anti-magic tincture is good. Material refinery also good. One rainbow clover. That's it. Okay, never mind. Not that good. That's it? All I'm going to get in this city is a single rainbow clover. Take anti-magic tincture then. Okay, so he is sending an infestation. I'm going to try to fight these guys first. There's a wild speaker here, so again, we have the problem where they have a conjure. But he doesn't necessarily cast it immediately. Close to immediately though. I think what I'll do is I'll taunt him. Then hit this guy. Hit him some more. I want to actually leave you back a square. This is the mistake I always make, is that these guys have displace and replace. So they do that. All right, this is much better. Spiders can't reach us yet. 28, 23. I mean, that feels like if I go here. Right, I keep forgetting about this. For whatever reason, this skirmisher blade doesn't do flanking damage. And I can't for the life of me figure out why. So I'm going to give them counter stance because he's going to get displaced and replaced here, I guess. So maybe not. I'm a little bit worried about this HP. Oh, I'm a lot of bit worried about it. It's the best you got, is it? He's got 3 stacks of Ghostfire. He dies. Maybe he doesn't. But I'm thinking he probably does. All right, well, that's generous at least. He's hitting the other guy. And there's flank damage there. Oh my god, they let him run. Hey. Very grateful for that. Treasure. I guess let's go explore whatever this monument is. You're going to keep going that way. You're going to come across here. So Talia gets her first level up. Probably restore is the right action here for the first round. This way, at least we finally have a heal. Galendal gains renown. Have an item equipped for 3 turns. Oh, that's nice. You guys are going to move back there. 420. Yeah, we're way off of getting our next hero, but Cathedral of Testament. All owned provinces adjacent to this wonder gain +2 Imperium. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think, even with nature, I don't think we can do that. That's okay, though. Part of me is just looking for good places to dungeoneer. Pirate Cove. Okay, so we do have archer battlements here. That's going to be nice. Help us out a little bit. I feel like some city stability wouldn't go astray. The Wizard's Tower, though, should take priority as it's +5 Imperium. And then there's a pastures down there, so we'll grab another farm. This also lets us see this group of marauders, so it's 503. Mostly made up of necromancers. 1 banshee. That's not going to be an easy fight for us. I'm probably going to have to wait for him to siege the city. You guys got to heal right now first. Treasure? No. Not for me. No treasures for me. I guess we'll let this guy come back and just explore this direction. Oh, the Whispering Stone. Thank you. That's a really good idea. Hurry that production as well. Land of Conflict. Accursed Fiend and Prosperity units are common. Okay. Could probably kill this squad without too much of a fight. Deep outposts, knowledge extraction. Looks like maybe some like decent underground fights to take as well. Let's grab these towers. 400. You know what? 400 versus 500. If he's mostly support. Maybe I've been selling myself short here. What would be really smart is if I managed to swoop in and take out the graveyard right now. Ah, one of the monkeys. We were here long before you set foot in this realm and have heard stories of the Wizard Kings. You bring nothing but destruction. We will rise up against you. While one of the guards seizes the troublemaker, another guard speaks up to you. I've heard of them. They set up their camp nearby. I don't need vow keepers. I don't need drafts, so I could kill her and her conspirators. Let's do that. 4 turns on this graveyard. There's our anti-magic tincture. So we're going to take the Tome of Warding. A lot of good spells in here for us. Ben Rash, hello. Have we restarted the hero challenge? We have.
As a soothing.
We had to go take 2. Our attempt last week absolutely exploded. We got hit by the Toll of Seasons and it just absolutely gibbed us. There wasn't really much we could do about it. Oh, see, I could. All right, we got to fight these guys then. This either goes fine because they're all support characters, or it goes terrible. The question is really whether or not I can kill that Banshee quickly. I think because they're mostly ranged, why don't we just hide out here in some obscuring foliage. They do have a lot of strength in undead. which they're thankfully at least casting on each other. Okay, okay. Why don't I go here, snapshot, here, zombie, here, two stacks of strengthened. All right, the hastened, I guess. Not devout radiance, counter-strike. All right, those guys are hitting for more than I anticipated. Oh, good, and I'm decayed. We do have anti-magic tincture, though. Which I can use to get rid of that effect. And honestly, I think I better just do that. Yeah, go for these zombies. Lots of misses there. It's nice. What is going on with this guy's hit points? He was way lower than that a second ago. Oh, God damn it. Lifesteal. This isn't going to work. They're just going to bring these guys back to life. Regeneration removed. Why is your aim so bad? 50%. Oh, there's a forest here. I don't think that's going to work, but... Oh, they can resurrect him infinite number of times. Okay, right. But they only get one resurrect each. Probably should have used that as a heal. Don't think this is winnable. Yeah, I think I had the right idea when I was like, oh, I need to just defend the city. Yeah, there's no way this is winnable. If you stay on corpses, you can't resurrect. Yeah. But I don't have enough characters to stay on top of corpses is the problem. Like, because it's only heroes, we're just like limited on the amount of people we have. Okay, I'm gonna brush this graveyard. If he's doing that. There's another faction up there. Lots of caves. Lots and lots of caves. Aha! I can also get another hero. A defender, a mage, or a warrior. Out of curiosity, what was the absolute evil? He's a defender. He also costs 400 Imperium to get. So we probably don't get him until way later. So I think let's get a warrior then. Nice two-handed warrior. And I want to call this guy Gorgu. After the little baby. Can I give him green skin? Totally can. Technically a goblin. It's perfect. He's perfect. Make him look as much like a little baby as I possibly can, maybe. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, he even looks like a goblin now. What cape is he? He's got that cape on. I think I'm going to give him this one because it's got the little hand. And I like the idea of thinking like that's a little pacifier for the baby. So Gorgu the Gobbo. He is perfect. Adding one extra guy into this is going to make a ton of difference. So that's going to be my central firm. One, two, 3, 4, 5. This would be a better central firm. Now that I look at it. Build a quarry. Much better chance of taking on a group like this now as well if we have an extra hero. This was my worry, was that he was going to send this other unit up here. So now if I want to fight it, it's an uneven, it's a worse battle for me. Brigand camp. Some exploring that away, exploring that away. Exploring that away. Hurry that production. I'll take a shrine as well. Extra mana is good for us. Counter flank punt hero on corpses. I mean, I guess on those necromancers, because all of these necros are also undead, which is the problem. So they can all resurrect each other. Oh, that's so good. That army just moved, which means we get to complete the quest. What happened? No, they didn't move. Summoner. Necromancer, 2 skeleton warriors, a protector, a pole arm, an avenger, a zombie avenger. I gotta try. I gotta try. It's the last turn for this quest, so I don't have a lot of faith. Here's the thing. They're all melee characters. They're basically all melee characters. So if I could do something like put Thalia here, Tristan here, Gorgu and Glandril. The Necromancer's gonna get a revive. There's nothing I can really do about it. Say afflicting miasma there. Yikes. Oh, that's good stuff. God damn, son. Cancel retaliation. Stack some volatile charges. Can I taunt him? Would that even work? I mean, I guess we can certainly try. I forget they all have lifesteal. You currently have hastened, 1 additional retaliation attack. So I purge that. Cancel your retaliation. Stack volatile charge. The volatile charge should kill him at this point. You're gonna go for him. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. We're just way too chonky. I actually can't outpace their regen. They're healing faster than I can. God damn it. God damn it. Bloody regen. Yeah, and he comes back to life. All right, well, you know, we live, we learn. Yeah, all right, well, let's not waste any time on it. Any more time on it. It just means we don't get the opening quest. It's not the end of the world. A lucid forest. You're gonna head that away. I guess you're gonna head up that away, maybe. We should at least be able to deal with these guys now that we have the fourth character. Not sure you live, you learn really applies here. I don't know. A little bit. Capture Dragon's Lair. Can I not do that one? Maybe just a new one will show up if I wait patiently. School of Contemplation, knowledge per conduit or research post. I don't have any items right now. Let's just go Hall of Devotion for the cash. Another haunted graveyard. Okay. There's lots and lots of wonders around, which is really good, especially bronze wonders. The all-hero squad is going to excel at clearing those out. Won't be able to stay long. I'm glad I made it to some of the stream. How we doing? We're struggle bussing. We're struggle bussing pretty hard. It's been a tough set of fights. The heroes only run starts really difficult because you're very limited on how many units you can field. So sort of depending on what you end up fighting, you can end up in very different situations. Okay, so Gorgu and Tristan both cannot reach. But neither can that zombie. Gonna hold the line. Interesting that they chose to plug that gap. You really can't shoot around that at all, can you? Okay. Resisted. Okay. This is something I can start to work with. How come you could throw that, but you couldn't throw the snapshot? Yeah, I think that's the better option. What I want to do is I want to try to take out some of the necromancers first. Nice. Not so nice. Wow. Okay, we got to dispel him. Holy moly, man. 13. 16. 16. Kill him. Dispel him. What are the odds of that? Should have had you taunt. Kind of screwed that up. There's the resurrect. There's the kill on him. Damage. I have to debuff him. I don't entirely understand these hit markers, but I think it's just because there's so much forest around. What? Is this guy in foliage? He's not. Oh no, maybe he is. Oh yo 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 yo. Pick the hit. Okay, strengthen removed. You still do 30 damage, which is absolutely insanely disgusting. This doesn't really matter. I might as well just run in and hit him again. 18, 16, ammo. Do the 18 of the Shattered Blade. I'm going to counterstance him because he has at least that Banshee taunted, so... Seems in this run you have more problems than in your first run when you only lost because of Tola Seasons. Nearby Dragon Lair is a pain with normal troops. Yeah, I really don't know how we're going to deal with the dragons, but, you know, they haven't woken up yet. Double graze, that's good. All right, he's got too many buffs. Dude, I really thought these necromancers would be like not an issue. How much do they buff support heroes? That guy's basically dead if he lets that happen. I genuinely don't think that matters, but you're gonna heal back up. And not let me kill you. This fight is really just an impossibility with this squad. Foombla. I mean, I might as well just go for him since he's the most buffed at this point. I think that's all 3 resurrects at least. Ooh. I'm at a problem now that my morale is so low that I can't hit anything. Squad broke. God damn, dude. All right. All right. All right. All right. Ah. 2 days of this challenge, and man, I'm starting to feel like maybe it's not a possible one to do. Let's hide at the base. Oh, I don't have a choice because they actually come to me. Maybe if I retreat. Maybe. Roll back a second save. This is killing me. Never have in my life have I ever had to save scum so badly in a campaign. How did he even get me here? All of his units have 32 movement. He literally doesn't have enough movement to reach me where I was. Goodness gracious. You know, it's a different thing when the computer starts doing things when I'm actually using the information properly and still getting screwed because of it. Head back to work. Hope things get better. See you later. Bye, dude. Enjoy your work. Good luck. Build 2 foresters and I get a wildlife sanctuary. All right. Yeah, dudes, I don't know how he attacked me there last turn. He shouldn't have been able to do that. Not in the slightest. I don't know where you're going. You're just kind of exploring, I guess. I can't get past him, so. You're sending another infestation. Okay. Try to create a realm where you have a realistic chance of winning with only heroes. Do not play a random realm. I mean, I don't think there's anything in here specifically that screwed me on terms of randomness. I think I'm just having some bad luck on these fights and the compositions. And I'm okay with that. That's a bit of the, you know, just a bit of the challenge. You need a forester. Not until I have more heroes, you don't. Oh, because the Banshee floats. So even though it's got 32 movement points. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And when you're right, you, sir, are right. You're like, I want to be a prospector, but maybe I should become something else. An elitist would be extremely good for you. Extremely, extremely. In fact, the best option I could possibly have on any character is for them to become an elitist. I don't have much left for him to burn down. I guess we'll go try to say hi to Harambe. Then I'll move over that away. I'm not seeing any towers there. But you know what? Let's take this road. Oh, there's one. Snoop out the area a little bit. We need XP so bad, I know. Oh, believe me, I know. This has been one of the tough problems is I haven't had a lot of early fights I can even do. Oh, they just added him to that stack. Blightfall conjunction. The combined pull on your realm is causing crops to rot as they ripen. The threat of a famine looms. Equally disastrous are the reports your troops are suffering from unnatural diseases. Every turn in combat, a random unit takes 15 blight damage and becomes diseased. Here's ruined realms. Free cities are rare. Dragon's Lair is attacking. Well, that could be the make or break. Outpost of a mineral master Himir Ridge Razor. This guy's real rainbow. We'll give him 50 bucks. See what else we come up with. Yeah, just what I didn't need was for them to add another unit to that army. Magical wards. Static shield is a good spell.
Hey.
We're gonna try this. Profound desire for primordial bloodbacks encounter. They really do exist. It wanders aimlessly near the mana node where Galendil continues to observe it. Some young caustic worms have a den nearby, but seem unbothered by the great beast. He mumbles, there really are primordial bloodbacks. Now I've seen one. It doesn't take long before it catches Galendil's scent and turns to face him. Encourage attackers plus 10 morale or bolstered defense until the end of battle. I guess bolstered defense. Wow, is the Blightfall conjunction here gonna be a total disaster for me? can't reach me if I stay there. So let's just do that. Stun rock. Let's move to snapshot for the volatile charge. Problem is this throwing dagger just does so much more damage than anything else. Move you in there. You resist the taunt, unsurprisingly. Not devout radiance, but we'll do a counter stance. See what kind of terrible damage we take here. He ignores it and goes for him. He likewise does the same. Okay, we'll dispel that disease on you. I'm gonna have you kill him. You know what? Let's just get rid of these little guys. And then we can focus all of our effort on the big gorilla. Who notably does do AoE damage. But I can also purge his strengths. Taunt. Cancel retaliation. Then you can hit him without taking damage. God, that does so much. I'm just like wondering whether or not it's even worth moving here, but I guess so, because it does let me get a snapshot here as well. 16 versus 12. We'll take the 16. You gets hit with the disease and then doesn't move. Or possibly goes into count. He goes into defense. Oh my god. Oh, we're actually going to take him. Drop another counter stance for good measure. It does look like he has decided that defensive is the way to go here. Do you have anything left on you? Bolster defense. Nature's might. I mean, yeah, well, keep trying to purge that stuff. Cancel your retaliation. Should have snapshotted there, but accidentally did not. Finish him out with a devout radiance. That's a pretty big victory. Crown of accuracy. Put that on you. The Sublime has bested the bloodbath he so passionately wished to see. He sheds a single tear for the creature's fate. Such a majestic and magnificent creature. I wish it still roamed the land. No one at home will ever believe me. Nevertheless, what a life. You claim a trophy. The Death Calling Farstrike. Enough XP to level up. Inspiring Killer grants double morale bonus to itself and its allies when killing an enemy. or Call of the Wild. Summons 2 random tier 2 animals on target hex. Well, you better believe we're taking that. I love Shatterblades, but for right now, I'm clearly going to have to take this bow. 20% extra accuracy and does line damage. There ain't no do to boot it. But I'm going to give him Slippery and Swift. More dragon layers. Good grief. Empress Victalia Fisher of the Wolven Engineers. We'll give her a gift. Factoro. It's a great title. Great name. There's an umbral nest over here with a bunch of dragons in it. Gorgu has leveled up. I'm going to make him a berserker. And Thalia has leveled up. I would like her to get Zombie Keeper. So let's go with Raise Undead right now. You've also leveled up. Give you Shield Bearer. You need a proper name, but we'll work on that. If you have all heroes enlisted, does it stack 2-2-2? Not sure what you mean. Summon 2 super strong. Yeah, that's normally a like you normally get that from a level 12 ability. Oh, the giant steps. Good grief. All right. Well, we have a souped up undead army here still to kill. They're probably going to burn down that farm. Hopefully I can get back into town. And then I'm hoping if they siege me, at least we have a chance. Now that I have Raise Undead, I can counter one of their Raise Undeads. Like we could kill the Banshee and then just like get rid of it. Also being able to summon 2 wolves into battle means I can like chase down the necromancers a little bit. Plus 3 hex line. I should do a lot more damage with this bow. So I think at turn 25, let's cut our first video here. This is so far a pretty tough campaign. We've definitely got the undead on our heels. We have a dragon lair that also just came to attack us. We still got to build foresters and wildlife, but I feel like we're on a good part of the map. I know we have a city underground down here, and we have this guy probably somewhere up here. Looks like another character up this way, owned by someone. So there's another city there as well. We'll have to see how it goes, but we'll have to do that in the next video. Thank you for joining us.